So over here, I'm going to compare the off-plan and the ready market sales in 2026 first half, like from the month of the January till the month of the June, what happened in off-plan and what happened in ready market. And there is a major mind shift of the investors. I will explain later on over here in this video. So let's start with the January. 28 billion in off-plan and 41 billion in the ready market is all good. In February, 27 billion, and over here is a shift of 41 to 31 billion. And then on the next month is 18 million, 19 million, 10 million, 14 million. So the question over here, why these people stopped selling it out over here in the month of the March, April, May, June? The answer is the most people think about they are in distress of selling because of the regional conflict, because of recently what happened over here in this region. You guys were thinking they are in hurry, they are in some sort of the cash flow problem, they are like in panicking and they want to sell it out. But these investors who invest already from the last 3-4 years and they believe on this economy, they stopped. Major chunk was stopped in selling in ready market. When you were thinking about the distress over here, the investors found distress over here in off-plan. That is a major shift of the mindset of the investors in this market, in off-plan, in the month of March, April, May, and June. What is the major shift? And what is the distress over here? The distress is from the off-plan developers like flexibility in payment plan, major discounts, 10%, 15%, 20%, and also the DLD waiver over here. I will explain. Before the scenario was, let's say it's a 70-30, 70% during construction they need to pay and 30% they need to pay on the handover. So 70% funds were used before taking the property for renting or for reselling it. So now the shift is 50-50. So 50% they need to pay till handover and they save 20% of their funds chunk and they will invest in other property or they will invest in other businesses and they will use these funds during 3-4 years when they bought over here. So the scenario 50% they will pay and this property will be handed over after 3-4 years and they need to use 70% of their funds before and now they need to use only the 50%, 20% is saved. This is a major shift of the investors and they know, and they also take the discounts on the properties over here. This is also another benefit. Why not they think that property values will go down? Why not they think that the market is going to crash? Why not they think that they will not take the appreciation or something over there? Why? That you thinking? Because these people know that everything will not remain same for 3 or 4 years later on. They invest right now in the month of March of 2026 and they will take the property in the month of the March or April in 2029 or 2030. And you think the situation will be the same? No. They understood very well. But the question is, do you understand what they achieve over here, what they take the benefit? Do you want it? If you want the benefits, still we have the options, maybe 3 months, 2 months in the market, same options with the off-plan flexibility in payment plan or discounts or DLD waivers. And if you want it, let me know, just drop a text to me and I will explain further regarding the options available in the market. Good luck.